Baseball from the Big Apple. We're at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees. The Yanks are riding an 8-game win streak. They'll try to run it to 9 next. Jordan Montgomery is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, big lefty Jordan Montgomery. There's lots to like about this guy. The pride and joy of the University of South Carolina. Good, sneaky fastball, 94 to 96 miles an hour. Good changeup. His curveball has gotten better as he's gone on. This guy has a chance to be a really good pitcher for a long time. Good, clean, simple mechanics for a big guy. Repeats his delivery quite well. Has a chance to be a really good starting pitcher.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And we are underway from Yankee Stadium as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
I'm super excited, Matty, to watch this team play today because it's rare. You don't see many teams rattle off 8 wins in a row like they have. It's all working for them right now, and I'm super excited to watch them take the field today.
And that's taken for a called strike 2.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been looking for another curve.
Oh, and a nice changeup that time gets him to swing right through it as the leadoff man is down on strikes to open up the ball game. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, we'll see if Jonathan Schoop can keep up the hot bat. He had over 100 RBIs last year. That's the goal of every big hitter. If I can drive in 100, that means I had a good year, and I would say he had a pretty good year.
Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. Hit back up the middle. And there are 2 away now.
Batting third, shortstop, Manny Machado.
Ready now for Baltimore, Manny Machado. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Just getting started here in the Bronx. And he watches one miss outside, 2-0 now. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
Yeah, I know the pitcher was down and it counted, needed a strike, but come on. He's one of the only guys in that lineup you can't let hurt you. And they left one on the inner half that he's able to turn on and absolutely crush. Got what they deserve there.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. 1-1 the count to Chris Davis.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I don't blame him right there. Giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Again, a 1-2. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. The 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Orioles strike for 1 on the home run by Machado. Bottom of the first. Alec Asher gets the ball for the Orioles in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Kind of a strange outing in his last one, Matt. Was able to pitch into the 6th inning. Wasn't able to complete the inning. It kind of got away from him in the 6th. It'll be interesting, Matt, to see how he bounces back in this one.
Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, guys, anytime you start a road trip, first 5 games you start 1-4, you're just trying to salvage. Do the fundamental things right. Try and sneak out a couple wins, get on the plane, and get out of here. There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Stepping in now, Aaron Hicks. As he'll take a look at ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. That's wide, 2-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
3-0 now. Runner goes for second. Hit sharply on the ground. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Thought about going for second, but instead now they've got him in a pickle. And he is back safely at first, and that was almost trouble.
First 2 batters find a sweet spot, barrel up perfectly. These fans have to be excited. Middle of the order coming to the plate now. After those first 2 ABs, this could be a laser shot.
Here comes the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Valencia. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as that'll square things at 1-1. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge. He enters this one second in the American League in round trippers. And this is low, ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Hicks leads off first with 1 away. The 1-1 home. It's a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone! All rise, Aaron Judge, a 2-run shot. 6th home run on the season for him, and it gives the Yankees a 3-1 lead.
Yep, this is why you just can't rely on one pitch. These are the best hitters in the world. And when they know what's coming, they're going to jump all over it, just like he did there.
Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. As he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A bouncer to the left side, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you could say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least one base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Here comes the first pitch. Now this is chopped foul at home plate. It's 0-1. 3 runs already home here. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Here's Didi Gregorius, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit hard down the line, and this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Hey, down 0-2. He better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Misses. Ball 2.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
Rounded down the third baseline, and this goes right past him. Oh my, that might plate 2. And the second run is in. It's now a 5-1 game.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Roll.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that 2-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
Again, he sends it out of play. Now a throw over. A dive, but he's back. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on it. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. 9 men come to the. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs. Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
Two balls and 2 strikes to Mancini now.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out. Here's Jonathan Scope now. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Jonathan Scope.
A ball and no strikes.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
And a breaking ball stays outside. 2-0 count, the pitch. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
Here's Mark Trumbo now.
Nope.
Ball 1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're down 5-1. And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. Singleton scored in his first appearance in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Throw sails a bit, but Davis is able to get up there to record the out.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And let's focus on Adam Jones. There's 3 things in this world that are guarantees: death, taxes, and Adam Jones. You can pencil him in a $155, center field, 280, 25, and 80.
Here comes the first pitch. A knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. 1 out, nobody on. Hit to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, left fielder,
Giancarlo Stanton now picked up an RBI on a sac fly in his first appearance. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. 2 out, nobody on. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. Off a 1 leg in the hole, falling away. That is pure magic. More of the show Saturday. A look there at the most famous urban park in the United States, Central Park, set to go again here from Yankee Stadium.
Number 10, Adam Jones.
And the 3rd inning begins with a changeup that misses. It's a ball and no strikes. The 1-0 home. Misses for the 2nd ball. And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Standing in now, Andrew Susak, as he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike one. No outs, nobody on. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Tim Beckham. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Chopped toward the second baseman. Throw to first takes care of Beckham for the second out of the inning.
How about it?
Riding in once again, Danny Valencia. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Oh, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Walker's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Orioles get one on the home. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Aaron Judge is looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, there's a base hit to lead off the third inning. Talk about having a lot of traffic, Hero. He's given up several hits already, so he's been in the stretch most of the game.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Dan. That is the name of the game for this offense. They're trying to get this guy in the stretch. Hopefully he misses over the heart of the plate like he's been doing so far up until this point.
The 1-0. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Now the 1-1 pitch. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. A line shot to third base. But the runner is back in time to avoid the double play. Ready for another chance? Neil Walker. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball just below the knees. Ball one. A bouncer up the middle. Machado is there. One there. On to Davis at first. It's a double play. And trying to pick things up where he left off, Manny Machado. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway. Here's Chris Davis now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Late that time for a strike. Davis who's often called Crush Davis. He was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
On to first, a double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hicks on the move. And that ends the inning. Orioles held in check. Here's Didi Gregorius. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. Gregorius, also known as Sir Didi around the game and in the Netherlands. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
Digging in now, Ronald Torreyes. He reached on a single in his first try. That tails back over, strike 1. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Hit back up the middle. Scope has it. Throw in time at first for out number 2. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Hit in the air down the left field line. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. 1-1. And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Digging in to try it again, Jonathan Scope. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to second. Taken by Walker. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Mark Trumbo.
And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Mark Trumbo. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1. Looking at his career totals, Trumbo averages a hit once every 4 at-bats, an average at exactly 250. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Here comes another 0-2. And he just barely makes contact there as this is fouled at the plate, and it remains 0-2. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones.
Yeah, in his last at bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
He homered back in the third inning in this one.
That last AB when he hit the home run, that was a decent changeup. It was down in the zone, but one of the problems when you have a good changeup like this pitcher does, hitters go up there and they kind of look for that changeup. So he's going to have to locate it a little bit better in this upcoming at bat.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike one. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. The 2-1. Hit on the ground to third. And Beckham's throw is in time at first, 1 away.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Giancarlo Stanton. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Jones looking up. And now over the wall. And this is going to be ruled a home run. A solo home run here off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. 7 home runs for him on the year now as they open it up to 6-2 now. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D-Roll, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but, boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point, today's ball was jumping off the bats of both lines.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And right into the shift. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
Bullet back up the middle. Jones is there now, and he has it, 2 gone.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Jones is under it. And that's the 3rd out. Yanks able to add on 1 more via the solo home run. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andrew Susac. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Susac, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was taken in the 2nd round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick. Another
0-2 home. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Andrew Susak is retired to kick off the inning.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Tim Beckham comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 home is in there for strike one.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Tommy Kahnle comes in unexpectedly from the pen in relief of his injured teammate.
Tommy Kahnle.
Danny Valencia will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and one away. He's set and the pitch. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. Beckham, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Hard hit ball to second. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball down the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch, and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times, somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately, not, and now you've got a couple of guys on.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
Awfully frustrating for a pitcher. You make a close pitch like that just barely misses. Whew, that's a tough one to get back.
The 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Stanton has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. But luckily it doesn't get far enough away to allow the runners to advance. Ready for another chance? Chris Davis. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Boy, good fight on the slider, and it just missed inside.
Well, the tying run looms on deck, so Keeping this guy off the base is essential. In danger of walking him right here, though.
Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The runner from second scores as they inch a bit closer.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher have the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
Behind 0-2 now.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Orioles settle for 1. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Yankees 6 and the Orioles 3.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Orioles,
Neil Walker will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. First delivery to him on the way. Grounded fouled off to the right side. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. Valencia looking up and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Solo home run here for Neil Walker. First home run of the campaign for him as it is now 7-3. Gregorius. As he takes a bold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Now another 0-2. Sent out to straightaway center field. And there to put this one away is Jones, and that's out number 1.
The batter, third baseman
Ronald Torre is the next to bat. First pitch of the at-bat. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Soft liner to the right side, but this will be taken easily at first, and there are 2 gone.
First baseman number 33.
Digging in and looking for more, Greg Bird. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And no swing, apparently, ball 1. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
2 balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
3-1 to him now. Doesn't want any part of that cutter, and it's full 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. It's hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. A solo shot that time for Greg Bird. Second home run early in the year as they open it up to 8-3. We've seen these squads go yards 6 times now today. This game has developed into an absolute slugfest, huh, guys?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night. But a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Roll,
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. Back here in the Bronx, Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Here's Jonathan Schoop now. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Another 0-2 coming. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
The 1-0 is fastball taken high for a ball. 2-0 count. The pitch down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. On deck, the dangerous Adam Jones, and he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Too high, and that cost him ball 4. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Trumbo stands at first with 1 out. And Jones takes this one for a ball. 1-1.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
And that misses. 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. Riding in once again, Andrew Susac. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
And it's 1-1. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Miguel Castro will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign. Aaron Hicks will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Up next for the Yankees.
Giancarlo Stanton now. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out. And try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Chased a bad one there. 1-1. And a good eye as he lays off, and the count moves to 2-1 now on the Yankee left fielder.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
The 3-1 pitch. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Full count, here it comes. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4. Here's big Aaron Judge. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. From the belt, the pitch, and a ball 1-0.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
1-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed. 1-1. Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2. Runners on first with 1 down. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Missed with a slider.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters. But he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5 hole is just as dangerous.
He's set. Here it comes. Here's a strike.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base pass, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Stanton on second. Judge is over at first with 1 away. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. There's 1. On to Davis at first. It's a double play, and the side is.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Yankees. Number 60.
Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Tim Beckham. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Counts 1-0. 1-0 the count. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen. Here's Manny Machado now. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Machado now on 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball. Previous history against Dellin Betances, he's only 2 for 10. He's taken him deep once. 1-1, here it comes. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. The 1-2 is in there, a called strike 3. 3 up, 3 down. Michael Gibbons is into the ballgame now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. Here's Neil Walker. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Lifted down the line in left. Mancini will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1. Here's Didi Gregorius. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit well on the ground to first. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, you got to respect the first baseman getting dirty right there, but that batter was able to shoot that right past him.
Ronald Torreyes the next to bat as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Pitch is way outside and he can't even get a glove on it. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when a reliever comes in a game, he always wants to make a big impression, but I don't think uncorking a wild one was what he had in mind. Sometimes it takes a reliever a little bit of time to be comfortable on the mound out there, so we'll see if he can settle in.
Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And now this ball's going to wind up out of play. And now the compound matters even further. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a soft liner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Didn't waste any time like the first pitch he saw to keep the inning going.
Lawn darts and hand grenades right there. Mixing in some knocks. The unlikely.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton as he overcommits here to a slider out of the zone. 1 strike to count. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Bird leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Mancini going back on it, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. The relay, but he is in there with a triple. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first.
Man, they're just piling it on now. That RBI triple makes it a 7-run lead. It's hard enough to come back from a 7-run deficit in football. You can't score any touchdowns in this game.
Into the box now, Aaron Hicks, as he rips it on the ground to second. Taken in by Scope. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one with just limited damage as the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. 9th inning. Here's Chris Davis now, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Ready once again, Trey Mancini. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. Hits this one hard the other way. Walker has it on to first, and the Orioles are down to their final out. Here's Jonathan Scope now. Previous history against Dellin Betances, not great. He's 1 for 8. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Now the 2-0. The count now at 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Man, they're making it look awful easy out there. That's 9 wins in a row. That's right, 9 wins in a row. And by the way they're playing, I see no reason why this streak is going to end anytime soon. They're just playing great baseball.
10-3 at the end of this contest. The New York Yankees jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jordan Montgomery earns his first win of the season. Alec Asher permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon, first for the victorious Yankees. 10 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Orioles, 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 40 minutes. Our paid attendance here at Yankee Stadium this afternoon.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the American League East, the Yankees picked up 14 hits in total as they blew out Baltimore 10-3. They continue to win as they now have 9 straight. The Rays snapped their 7-game losing streak as they took down the Red Sox on the road 2-0. The Texas Rangers allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 3-1. The Tigers combined to give up just 5 hits as they beat the White Sox on the south side 5-1. The Indians knocked out 10 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 5-4. Max Kepler had a big day offensively, collecting 3 hits and driving in 3, helping Minnesota take care of the Mariners 4-3. The Oakland Athletics swatted 4 home runs in this one as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 8-4. The Houston Astros racked up 11 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Padres 3-2. Gio Gonzalez got the win, throwing 8 innings, allowing 1 earned run, leading Washington to a win against the Mets 3-2. The Miami Marlins hit 3 long balls as they knocked out the Fightin' Phils 8-0. The Chicago Cubs allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 4-1. The Pittsburgh Pirates combined for 10 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 6-1. The Diamondbacks put together 10 total hits as they beat the Cardinals on the road 4-3. The Rockies totaled 11 hits as they took down the visiting Braves 6-1. The Los Angeles Dodgers launched 3 home runs as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 9-1. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.